Yo YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video, Zero to Hero Investing here. If you are new, you're probably here to see my Robinhood portfolio, and hold on, we're gonna get into that. But before we do that, I just want to say it's Saturday, November 8th, 1:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this that you're seeing right now represents Friday, November 7th. And I also want to say that I make these videos usually like once a week, but I might be changing up the way I do that. I don't know if I'm going to be leaning to like a once a month type of report. I don't know, but just wanted to let you guys know that if you have any responses or comments to that, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. But with all that said, let's get into this video.
Yo, welcome to the show.
So the portfolio is sitting modestly at $50,422.89 as of the time of this recording. And yeah, we've seen better days. I mean, Friday was kind of like, it was such a weird day. The portfolio, just like with probably most of your guys' portfolios, the whole markets were down towards the end of this week. Mine was as well. It's experiencing a lot of volatility, especially in my Roth IRA. It's crazy over there. But we can see we touched bottom here, maybe, pause, maybe down around 1.12%, Robinhood is saying. And then we just really picked up towards the afternoon. And even after hours, we just, I don't know what's going on. Markets are crazy. It's earnings season. A lot is going on in the world. There's the interest rates, there's the government shutdown, and there is fear in the markets with the whole AI bubble, if you believe that is a thing. A lot of uncertainty. People are buying, people are selling. We're sticking to our guns. We're sticking to our same strategy, I should say. So we're just going to keep buying as we see opportunities come up. On the day, we're up 0.71%, and after hours, we're also up a little bit more, 0.25%. On the week chart, we're down about 2.75%. On the month chart, we're down 2.23%, 2.25%. 3 months, we're up 3.85%. Year to date, we're still up just over 16%, just under 16.25%. Finally, on the 1 year chart, we're up about 15.75%. And I mean, I can't lie, the portfolio is performing well. It is beating the market year to date, so I cannot, I just cannot complain. There are some heavier positions in my portfolio that I'm not worrying about, but it's becoming very apparent when they when they start to do poorly, like how it affects everything else. And it honestly, and by the way, if you're one of the like OGs from my YouTube channel who was here when I was like super invested in Tesla and like super like weighted in Tesla, like way back in the day, like 2 years ago. I don't know, that just means a lot to me. So just comment something, like that would be cool if you guys are here from way back when my portfolio was 6K. So there's a lot that has changed, let's say. Buying power is currently at around $533.87, and we didn't end Friday with this much buying power. I did sell a put on BITF, Bitfarms. I just sold it for $5. It was a 350 strike and it expired worthless. It's a very volatile stock, but I don't mind owning it at least at 350. At least when I bought it or when I sold it, I did not mind owning it at 350. And this is a process I might rinse and repeat, at least for a little bit. And really, I wouldn't mind a little bit of exposure to some cryptocurrency through this position. And if you're curious about what Bitfarm is, I'll just read the first sentence on Robinhood here. It says Bitfarms engages in the business of mining cryptocurrency. So it gives me some of that crypto exposure in my taxable, which I don't have currently. I do have some in my Webull account, but it's a minimal amount, and I don't mind selling a put into this position. So that's what I'm doing. So going through the stocks and ETFs, we have SPY at the top, we have QQQ, we've got SCHD, we have Rocket Lab still, and I've been buying some more Rocket Lab because it's been falling in the last week or so. I'm sure it's dropped at least like 10, 15, maybe even 20%. Picked up maybe 2 or 3 shares, nothing crazy. Still up at around 99% on the position. We have Microsoft, which I have also picked up some with the whole pullback. Target, which is in such a weird position right now, but we have 21 shares of that. Home Depot, we've got Costco, which has been pulling back too. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but of course I've been buying more Costco as it approaches $900. That's insane. Next, we have Real to Income. We have SpyG, and this one I'm selling out of. I think I started maybe at 27 shares. Now I'm at 10, and each few days, every few days, I'll sell a share, 2 shares, and just throw the money immediately into a position that I think is in need of it in that time on that day. Next, we have AbbVie right here, Amazon, which just like skyrocketed over the last week or 2 weeks or whatever. We have SMH here, which we saw 50% returns on this sometime recently, but now it's back down to 37%, and that's a mix between it pulling back for sure and me just like buying more of this ETF because I want more SMH. I know I have QQQ. I know there's a huge overlap between them. I'm still like, let's say, thinking through my whole strategy, but at the moment SMH is super valuable in my opinion, at least for the short term, and I want to have some direct exposure to those companies or the companies within SMH right now. And after that, we have JP Morgan Chase, JPM, at 3.92 shares. APD is one that I've been down in, I think, since the first day I bought it, or the day after I bought it, that thing like tanked. But this week it had a strong like 12% day, I think. I just had really good earnings. It did pull back a little bit since, but we're still down in the position, almost 5%. We're still buying more. We're above 5 shares, so that's nice to see. It's quickly growing to be one of the larger positions in my portfolio. It's funny how new positions can do that. Like you kind of go ham in buying them, and then it just grows. Well, this one's is losing me money, but you know what I mean. Next we have Visa, ticker symbol V. Nothing crazy with that one. Looks like we're up on the 13% on Visa, so it has seen a pullback. I've for sure seen that in the high 20s, in the last few months at least. American Electric Power is next. JEPQ, we're at 17.2 shares with JEPQ right now, so that's cool. Next we have Maine. Finally, or not finally, next we have O'Reilly, which has also seen quite the pullback recently. I'm not sure what the reason is. Well, actually, I think I was reading about it somewhat vaguely. I remember there just not being as much need for like used car parts or that kind of like on a very high level. I think that's what I remember reading. Finally, we have Ford at 59 shares, and the last video I made, I'm pretty sure I said I might have 58 shares the next time y'all see me with Ford, because I did end up getting assigned on a call at $11.50. Can you believe that? And Ford's at like $13 now. But hey, there you go. I have 59 shares of Ford. What's my strategy with Ford? I think I want to get at least to 100 shares or 0 shares. It's really all or nothing right now. I think I prefer getting 100 shares because I do still see value in the company, and the dividends are nice. They just don't grow, So my recurring buys real quick. We have O'Reilly $7, QQQ 10, SCHD 5, SPY gets $18 a day, $90 a week, and finally Target gets $5. And that's going to be it for the portfolio update, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I said this one was a quick one, but if you want to see how I get all the money to invest and like how I budget or plan to spend my money, if you want to see my spending plan, please feel free to check this video out. Thank you. Peace.